Amay Lutkin was at a dinner party surrounded by couples, and the conversation turned to her love life. Everyone wanted to know why she was single. Her response: "I don't really know if I'm going to date anyone ever again. Some people are just alone forever." And that caused everyone to respond with suggestions and dating tips and advice, which prompted Amay to write an article about being single that went viral, which then turned into a book.
It's called The Lonely Hunter: How Our Search for Love is Broken, a memoir. It explores single life and whether it's possible to live alone and still be content. And Amay Lutkin joins us live. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Does content set the bar kind of low? I mean, I think people are looking for someone thinking they will be happier. They think, yes, no?
Well, I think romance is like a really wonderful, fun part of life. It definitely feels great to be in love. So I'm not saying anyone should set that aside forever, if that's what they want. But I think always holding that as like the epitome of happiness is going to set you up for a lot of unhappiness in your life.
So you say there's a definite difference between alone and being lonely. And is that like a place you get to in your life?
Well, I think a lot of people probably have discovered that even if they're in a relationship, they're capable of feeling lonely. I mean, the sensation of loneliness isn't solitude. It's a very different feeling.
So you go on a couple of dates a week. I imagine there are some horror stories, some funny stories, and maybe a success?
Well, I mean, by success, yes, I did fall in love eventually, but I'm not in a relationship. So I guess that depends on your definition of success. But I went on a lot of really interesting dates and met some incredible people. I think folks are really eager to meet and connect. It just doesn't always work out. One great date I went on, for example, I met a guy who's like a leader of a kayaking troop, and he snuck me into an expedition, and that was really fun. I met somebody and we dated for a little bit and didn't work out, but he taught me how to drive and we remained friends, that kind of thing.
Oh, you didn't know how to drive?
No, I'm from New York, so.
Oh, I forget. So talk about these dating apps. Everyone swears by them. Did you find them to be more helpful or a hindrance? What's your recommendation to people?
I think something people should remember is that dating apps want you to stay on them. You know, they're designed as a game to kind of keep luring you back in. They don't really want you to find a relationship and then delete them. They want to make money off of you. And I think it's true of most apps that there's sort of like an intermediary in human relationships that kind of alienate us from one another. That said, I am on almost every dating app.
Because you'd meet people you wouldn't normally meet otherwise. That's the good part of them, I would assume, right?
Yeah, I think often, you know, especially as you get older, your social circle tends to be kind of paired up already. So for me, a dating app was like a way to get out of my social circle and meet people who were openly looking for a relationship.
So what do you say to the family members? That's the worst part, I know, when you're single, is that, you know, why are you still, who are you dating? What's your, you know, so have you found a routine for people to respond to those kind of questions?
Well, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I think my family personally has given up on me. I mean, I wrote a whole book about being single. But in general, I think, you know, questioning back is a great strategy. Just being like, why are you interested in that? Why do you think it's important? Because investigating why that pressure exists might open up their perspective about why you've made your choice.
And you notice something from attending weddings. There was this running theme from bride and groom about, I guess, revealing some sense of incompleteness. And the marriage was completing their very being. Could you maybe talk about that a little more?
Yeah, before I was a writer, I worked as a cater waiter. I worked in a venue that was mostly weddings or engagement parties. And I noticed that there was a lot of repetitive behavior. Obviously, some of it is just tradition. But there was a lot of language that got used over and over again about how they'd finally found their person, they'd gone on this long journey and were now complete. And I think that message is fed to us that we are not fulfilled as human beings unless we have managed to meet somebody and get married. And I think that makes a lot of people feel less than when they don't really deserve that sensation.
Very true. Well, for more, you can check out AmayLutkin.com. You can follow her on social media, and the book is The Lonely Hunter. Amay, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Time now.